Arizona Cardinals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Block it in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Fields. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Back to throw, Fields. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And the ball is knocked out, but I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Play action, Fields. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray drops this off with Nwangu. Touchdown! Kenny Nwangu from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. These two teams all tied after one. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of one. It back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Murray now on first down. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. Over the middle, and it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll buy some time right.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
The defenders certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he's got Rome. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Play fake. Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Murray now to throw.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They're going for it. It's Murray. Got his man, Robbie Anderson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Fields.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Fields. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 23. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Out to his left.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. But it's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray. But as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long. But I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
Up the middle, Nwangu to the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 21.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes.
And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown from 21 yards away.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
The point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And the slot man goes in motion left. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Running left is Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Here's Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Myers' kick is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Trying the left side with Walker. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Play action. It's Fields going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And a throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the 44, Murray. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. He's got another 1st down, and he's also just a few yards short of 200 for the ball game. Murray to air it out again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 27, Fields. It's caught. Lockett. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a run with Walker. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Now Fields gets this to Fant. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Fields going to keep it running right.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. All eyes on Fields. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Las Vegas.
Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. On first down, it's Fields.
Left side complete to Lockett.
And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
And one last throw here for Fields.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull